Welcome everyone. In this video, I want to share how meditation has changed my life. Meditation is so important. Without meditation, there's no mastery of life. For it turns out that mastery of life, happiness, and peace are all an inside job. And that there's nothing that can hurt us as much as our own thoughts. And we can learn with meditation to observe our thoughts, our emotions, and our reactions to life. And by increasing that mindfulness with daily meditation practice, we learn to become more conscious participants in life. And as Osho said, we learn to use our ability to respond, response ability, instead of being dictated how we are on the inside from the outside. We're turning that thing around and saying how I am is how I'm making it. By choosing how you react, by questioning my thoughts, and by observing emotions, cravings, and pains and aches without identifying with them as much as I used to before. And having a pause, a stillness that we keep throughout the whole day because we warmed up with meditation in the morning. And this is what I did after lots of suffering and problems with addictions. I remember being, I don't know, I was in high school in my teens, 15 years old, 16 years old, somewhere around there, and noticing that all the things that are normalized in our culture were actually highly addictive for me and were impacting me in a negative way. I was very addicted to playing video games, watching porn, eating junk food, and just mindlessly browsing online. And I was looking for solutions because I noticed this is a problem. Like, my grades weren't good. I was feeling extremely depressed and anxious, and I just wasn't able to stop. I tried to uninstall all the video games, and I would end up reinstalling them the same day, and I would not be able to maintain a healthy diet, let alone focus on reading a book or anything in that nature. Anything conscious was just totally unfamiliar to me. And I noticed that I had to change my lifestyle. I wanted to change my lifestyle. I wanted to find peace and happiness, be less reactive in life, feel more peaceful overall, and find some passion and some engagement, fall back in love with life because I was hating life back then. And so I looked for solutions. I found some external solutions at first. I found things like, oh, challenge your comfort zone, go work out, um, meet new friends, and all these things were basically helpful, but they were still external solutions. They were still, I noticed, unable to make me be present in the moment unconditionally with whatever is happening. There was still, even though I felt better, and all those things are great things to do, uh, I was still running from the present moment. And so at some point, after searching deeper, I noticed that a lot of times meditation was recommended, but I was resisting it at first because I thought I'm just wasting my time by sitting down for 10, 20 minutes a day. What is this going to do? But then I noticed one source suggested that to try this litmus test, see how emotionally mature and how developed you are by testing this, by sitting down in your room doing absolutely nothing for 1 hour and seeing how you feel. Are you feeling peaceful? Are you feeling at one with nature? Are you feeling like everything is fine? Are you happy? Or are you feeling agitated, restless, angry, depressed? And is your mind extremely active? And I noticed that that was the case for me. All those things, I was extremely agitated. I was not able to sit down and just be in the present moment unconditionally. I was constantly trying to flee. I was not able to complete 60 minutes of that. It was like complete torture, and I felt like I was an addict, uh, and I was craving for distraction, for stimulation. And then I realized, okay, the problem is so deep, I'm going to commit to daily meditation, 20 minutes a day. And it was very hard at first, very painful. But over time, I noticed that still, after that wave of craving and distraction, cravings, and all these things that come up, negative emotions, because basically meditation is just like sitting down and experiencing the truth. Whatever is coming up, you're gonna force it out. You're no longer running from yourself or from reality. That when we do that, all these things help us be in the present moment because we're detaching from our cravings, from our thoughts, and from our wants and desires by observing them as the witness that we are. And our witness nature is never affected by these things. And we train ourselves to gain more and more distance from them by fully feeling them and accepting them for exactly what they are. And then after we've done that, which is actually not a doing, it's just being here in the present moment, we can go further and we can investigate who we are, what we are. Are we even separate from life? What is a self? Who am I? What is consciousness? Am I a feeling? Am I a thought? Am I the body? And we can even come to realizations that we're not separate from the present moment. And this is extremely powerful because when we're addicted to other stimuli and feeling like we're unfulfilled and separate from life and feeling anxious, then we can resolve that by investigating who that is that feels anxious and separate from life. And we can realize that we don't find anything there. And we are actually something undefinable. We're the witness, we're the awareness, which is not separate from anything, but is being, and everything is being. And then we feel complete just by being still, by resting in awareness as we are. And awareness cures addictions, bad habits, unwanted behaviors, just by observing without judging, because we just become more conscious of how these activities affect us. And then they fall away by themselves over time. But it's forgiving ourselves when we slide back and just noticing. And then we become conscious respondents, conscious participants in life. We learn how to use the machinery of the mind instead of being used by it. Because the mind is just like a TV, it just keeps blabbermouthing, keeps going. And when we practice meditation on a daily basis, we train that mindfulness muscle, which is like learning how to use the, I don't know what the word in English is, but the thing that allows you to control the TV, the control. You can quiet the control, you can watch the programs you want to see, or you can even turn the TV off and focus just on the screen, which is awareness, which is ever there. And when we learn to rest in the changelessness that we are, the changeful world doesn't agitate us as much anymore. It's just like a warm-up ritual in the morning, just 20 minutes, half an hour. Start slower with 10 minutes or so. And it's just a warm-up exercise for the whole day. And so then we are more warmed up, we feel less agitated, we have more flow, and just more creative ideas, because the creative ideas, they come from beyond the mind. The mind blocks those. So what we want to do if we don't have a meditation practice is just give it a shot for 1 month to try to do 10 minutes, 5 minutes in the morning and see that just this little bit of meditation, how it affects your whole day. And it will help you tremendously by just that thinning of the mind. Will help us be much more conscious of how we project problems on the present moment, how our reactions are coming from the inside and how the outside is not causing them. We can choose how we respond. And it's just the silence is ever there. We have a refuge in ourselves. And I would like to recommend two books that really helped me. The first one is True Meditation by Adyashanti, where he describes a meditation technique that is extremely practical. It's just not resisting and allowing everything to be as it is. It's just a wonderful, wonderful introduction. It's just 80 pages, highly worth it. And it even has a CD in the back of the book with two guided meditations. One guided self-inquiry, investigating who are we really, and one about allowing everything to be as it is and exploring what happens when we allow everything to be as it is. Another great introduction is Conquest of Mind by Eknath Easwaran. And he says, take charge of your thoughts and reshape your life through meditation, which is basically what I wanted to share today. These two books I highly recommend if you're a beginner. They are just a great read. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you, inspired you to start meditation yourself. It's really, really worth it. There's no such thing as bad meditation. Whatever comes up is fine. Don't try to change it. Just be with it unconditionally and keep going no matter what happens. Every day, 20 minutes. It's very, very worth it. So if this helped, please leave a like. For more videos on self-actualization and spirituality, just follow and leave a comment. How your experience with meditation has been, if it's helped you, and if you have any comments, feedback, just leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with more. Have a wonderful week, and namaste. Peace.